Hello everyone, Empress G here. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Okay, today folks, I am making some Jamaican pepper shrimps. And you know how popular that is, folks, right? So basically what you use, when you go to Jamaica, the first, I always, as first thing I have to go get me some pepper shrimps because nobody does it better than y'all. Okay, so folks, I have about 2 pounds of prawn here, and you have to use. I see people use them without the shell, but it's not the same thing. You have to use them with the shell, and this is what they looks like here. Okay, and okay, there's a process to this, folks. I see some people use them, and they just wash them off and cook them just like that. But folks, the same way if you were doing shrimps, you have to clean it up in the back of the pot. Okay, see, it has this long string. You got to cut that off. And folks, the waist is here, so you have to get to it. So the whole idea, you have to use a serrated knife, which is a knife with grit on it, and you cut right down. You're not gonna damage the shrimp. Cut right down in the back, because folks, my folks, they're not gonna eat anything with any poo in it. And you see it right here, guys. This is the poo right here. You just pull it right out like that. Okay, you pull it out right like that. The head and everything is gonna left on, that's fine, but this is the most important part, to get out the poo, and that's how you get that out. Okay, I'll do another one and show you. So you got to get off the whiskers or whatever you want to call it, and you see, you can even see the poo right through it because this is transparent. So you just make a nice cut, and if you don't use an ordinary knife, folks, it's not gonna work. It's gonna damage the shrimp. Use a serrated knife, which is the knife with grit on it. See, and here's the poo right here, folks. So I've seen people done it, and everything is left in there. They just leave it like that. But as I say, to each his own, and that's basically it. So I've done all of them already, and I'm just doing those two to show you. And right now, folks, I'm gonna be washing it off with some lime juice or lemon. But the thing about it, folks, you don't leave it to soak in it. You just wash it out, because if you do that, it's gonna start cooking. Because remember, the acid in the lime is gonna start break down in the shrimps and really start cooking it. So you're just gonna, I'm just using one lime. I have lemon also. It doesn't matter, lime or lemon, you can do. So I'm putting on the juice on it right now, and you just wash it off in some cold water. Just mix it up, wash it off, and right away you just discard all of that. You don't leave it to soak like if you're doing chicken or stuff like that. Okay, you do not do that with shrimps. So the lime is there, and you just mix up everything gently. Let the lime juice just sink in, because you want to get rid of that fishy, any seafood you cook, you're gonna do that. Okay, you see that? So right now I'm just gonna wash it off in some very cold water and strain it to get out all of that all of the extra moisture. And I'm just gonna strain it in a colander to get all of that extra moisture. But you must clean it first. You don't, it depends. Like I said, to each his own, but this is how I do it. And I make sure when I buy it, I make sure there's no poo in it, because that's poo you will be eating right there, folks. And like I said, I see people use the shrimp without the head and without no thing on it. But folks, that's not the same thing. It has to be prawn like this. Back home you might call them janga or whatever, but it has to be prawn with the head and the shell on it. That's where it makes it effective, and you get all of that. Because once it cooks, you're gonna just crunching up all that shell, and it's gonna be so delicious. You could chew up and eat everything. So this is it. We have a long weekend on Monday. So basically, when you cook prawn, folks, you don't eat it right away. You leave it for a day or a couple of days or so, and that's when, if you have to use it, fine. But you leave it for a couple of days, folks, 1 or 2 days, and it gets stale, and that's when you eat it, and it's awesome. So we have a long weekend coming up. So Again, we're gonna have a little get together and chill out. And so I'm fixing this and just leave it there. So right now, folks, I have it in the colander there, soaking up. And I'm gonna get all my spices right now. And I'm gonna season up with, and this one you use a lot of garlic and ginger, folks. Garlic and ginger, one of the top stuff you're gonna be using, okay? So I'm just gonna letting it drain through the colander right now. You wanna get off the excess water. See, you just wanna get off all that excess water. And just let me get all my spices. And I'm gonna use a bit of my jerk seasoning because you know we like it hot. Hot and spicy around here. And onion, scallion, all of that. I think I'm just gonna use a red onion. And thyme for sure. And I'm using fresh thyme in this one. Yeah. And some fresh parsley. A little bit of mint gonna go in it, all of that. Some cilantro. Okay. And like I said, everybody does this stuff differently, folks. So right now I'm draining that off and getting all the spices ready. Because we're gonna marinate it just like you're doing meat and leave it for a little while. Okay, I think we got all the water, so there you go. And folks, I'm gonna use about a teaspoon of seasoning salt. And folks, I don't really measure my stuff. You know, you just and this is all-purpose seasoning. It's just that you don't want to over salt it, and that's the whole idea. I'm gonna put a bit of rosemary in it. Okay. Some basil. And all of these spices, folks, I made them myself. I just buy the green stuff, wash it, and let them dry, and you just grind it up in your magic bullet or whatever stuff you have at home. I'm gonna also add some oregano, about yeah. I'm gonna add both garlic and both powdered garlic and some fresh garlic. So that's about a teaspoon of garlic there, because garlic and ginger is one of the main things. I'm gonna add a little bit of cumin to it. That's some nice give it stuff very good to it. There you go. A little bit of ground clove, just a little tip, about a quarter teaspoon, and some ground. I could put the berries in it, but I prefer to use the ground allspice right now. And okay, I grind up my own allspice also. There you go. Okay, let me see what else is there. Oh, okay, I have fresh parsley, so that's I'm gonna use. And folks, I'm gonna add about a teaspoon, not a lot of chili powder, because one of the main ingredient, folks, is the Scotch bonnet pepper, and that will be coming later. And I'll use some dry cilantro. And this is also not hard to make, folks. You just buy your cilantro and let it dry, and then you just grind it up. Okay, so that's in there right now. I think basically that's it right now. I'm not gonna add any salt or anything like that to it. And right now I'm just gonna add a little, because we all like it spicy, folks. About a teaspoon of my own jerk seasoning. And as I say, the real star is gonna come in a bit. And right now, let's see, I'm gonna add some oyster sauce to it to marinate it. Okay, and a little bit of oyster sauce or Worcester sauce if you have. And if you have the oyster sauce, make sure you get, if you can, able to get the one without the MSG in it, you know. So I'm gonna add a little bit of butter. Okay, that's soya, and folks, now I'm just gonna add a little bit, and this is organic olive oil right here, extra virgin organic olive oil. And you know, you don't have to have it organic, but I just managed to get it. So I put about a tablespoon of that in it. And folks, the best way to do that is just rub up everything with your hands, because this is gonna have to sit and marinate for leave this to marinate for about an hour, half an hour or so. I think I hear my phone ringing, folks. Not very important to leave my